Washington and Auburn that same Saturday. I mean, this game's going to be fantastic. Jake Browning and the Huskies, Jarrett Stidham and the Auburn Tigers. Who do you give the edge to in this one?
That's the game, man. I mean, that's a game we could be talking about. The winner is all of a sudden a college football playoff favorite. I mean, that's how good these two teams really are, I believe. I think Auburn is the team to watch in this one. I expect them to win. That's my early lean anyways as we head into preseason practice. And I think the reason for that, to me, is just, man, how good that defensive front is. They've got a loaded defensive line, a linebacking core that's one of the best in college football. And I think we see Jarrett Stidham take a big step forward in year 2 under Gus Malzahn. I think the defense is going to create some issues for Jake Browning, and that's going to be enough. And they're really playing in the SEC country down there. That's a long trip for Washington, a lot to overcome. But, man, that should be a great one. If Washington wins this one, Nick, pencil them into the playoffs because they're not going to face a tougher test than they will against Auburn.
And you referenced SEC country. This game will be played in Atlanta, Washington, and Auburn. So if Auburn loses the game, given their schedule, obviously they'll play Alabama and the other contenders in the SEC, Auburn could still make the college football playoff. But if Washington loses this game, even if the Huskies, Chris Peterson and company, run the table in the Pac-12, does a loss in week 1 really hurt Washington's chances at the playoff?
I think it depends on what the rest of the Pac-12 looks like, because the beauty of this for Washington is, all right, now finally they're out there, they're getting this non-conference resume game. And because of that, even if they lose it in some sort of a wild finish, if they have a 1-point loss, a 3-point loss, Auburn goes on to play in the SEC championship game. Washington wins out in the rest of the Pac-12, and it looks like it's a strong Pac-12 year. All of a sudden, Washington has a little bit of wiggle room. Of course, they need to win this game. Of course, if they have playoff hopes, if they have national title hopes, they need to win this game. But that's why you schedule this. That's why you schedule it in week 1. You have time to climb back that mountain if you lose it.
Auburn's only a 3-point favorite in this game, and it is fascinating because from the wagering perspective, you can kind of make a case either way for either team looking at the line. Can't wait to see where the line moves as we head closer to kickoff Saturday, September 1st. The reigning defending national champion Alabama Crimson Tide will play Louisville in Orlando. Lamar Jackson, he's in the NFL. Bama's a 25.5-point favorite. Shall we have a moment of silence for Louisville here? Okay, now that we've done that here, Bama's going to win the game, but the big question is, who's going to start a quarterback in this game for the Crimson Tide? Jalen Hurts or Tua Tagovailoa?
Well, first of all, it doesn't matter because they're going to